15 now proudly brings you the GTS Podcast, Guys Talking Smack, the weekly review when we talk about whether SmackDown was a smack up, smack downer, or a smack in the face. This is your boy EJ the King.
It's your guy J.Fields.
The Way Up Cam, and SmackDown Live took place this weekend.
Oakland, California.
Home of those Raiders.
Just win, baby. Just win.
I actually know a guy who's a real big fan of the Raiders.
Man, I know you do. I know you do. You're talking to him right now. Raider Nation, man. Shout out to Raider Nation. Oakland, California, black and silver. Khalil Mack, Derek Carr, Crabtree, Amari Cooper. What's up, man? 14 years of losing. We winning now.
You ain't gonna get a shout out Beast Mode because he was wilding out Sunday.
Shout out Marshawn Lynch, Beast Mode, man. The whole team, the whole squad, man. Like this is the year, man.
Yeah, y'all gave us our first L this year. I'm a Titans fan, if anybody don't know, but they gave us our first L. But maybe we'll see y'all in the playoffs.
Yeah.
But nevertheless, yeah, SmackDown from Oakland. So before we get down with the rundown, tell y'all what happened on SmackDown. J.Fields, do you have a match to watch for?
I do. And I'm not disappointed in the match that I chose. I'm just disappointed in the fact that I haven't had the time really to catch up on all my side stuff. The only thing I've been watching really is WWE as of late. After the Mae Young Classic, I hadn't had a chance really to catch up on my progress, catch up on my ROH, catch up on New Japan. I'm really behind. So this weekend I plan to catch up with all of this. So I'm pretty sure by the time we get the next week, I'll be one of my match to watch for come from the independents. But my match for this week came from Raw. It was the triple threat tag team match. Seth Rollins and Dean Ambrose, the Raw tag team champions, versus The Bar, Sheamus and Cesaro, versus Gallows and Anderson. That was just a damn good match.
Yeah, it was.
And, I didn't get a chance to see it live. I watched the show on delay. I didn't start watching until probably about 8:30. Well, maybe about 7:30. 7:30 I probably chimed in because I was a little late. I was probably like maybe 30 minutes behind everybody else watching the show. And that was just a really good match. And they got time, and everybody looked good in that match. I almost wish that it was a triple threat match at the pay-per-view Sunday, like because
right.
It was that intense. Everybody looked good. Cesaro looked good as always. Dean Ambrose and Rollins, they look good. And Gallows and Anderson, they finally doing something with them other than letting them go out and get squashed by Enzo and Cass. I'm so glad that's over.
Right.
You know, so like to make them a formidable or dangerous tag team again. To at any point, they can be right there with your best tag team. You know, so it was just a damn good match. Like. And it was a lot of near falls at different points. I thought, hey, the Gallows and Anderson gonna win, and then they're gonna make it a triple threat at the pay-per-view. Right. And then it looked like Dean Ambrose and Rollins was gonna win, and they didn't. And then it ended up being Sheamus and Cesaro. I love the way that they won the match. That was a good finish. You know, so damn good match. If you didn't check out Raw this week, go out of your way to watch that match. YouTube it. It was damn good.
Yeah, definitely one of the highlights of Monday Night Raw. I agree. Sarah and Ms. Miller touched base on the RVU this week too. So I listened to that today. So check that out and see what they thought as well. But yeah, it was a real good match. I mean, like I said, out of the whole night, that was definitely something that stuck out.
Exactly.
All right, moving on to news and rumors. It was a little short this week, but I'm gonna keep it strictly about the women. According to the Observer, Toni Storm, Kaylee Ray, and Piper Niven have all expected to sign deals for the WWE UK division, which I was unaware that they had a UK division. So it makes me wonder what they're going to do. Like, are they going to give them their own show? Or, what you think?
I'm going to be honest. I want them to do something with the UK title. Can we get that show off the ground? Now, if you're going to incorporate the women as a part of that show and maybe get them a UK women's title, okay, I can ride with that. Or if maybe you're going to finally mesh in some of these other promotions that they're working with and maybe let them bring their titles onto WWE programming, I'd be okay with that too. Tony Storm is already the Progress Women's Champion right now. It would be fair. I would think it would be fairly simple to bring her in as the Progress Champion and let her defend the Progress title on WWE programming until you establish or until you decide what you want to do with all these women that you're bringing in. You brought in Shayna Baszler, you brought in Kairi Sane, you brought in Dakota Kai, you brought in Pipe. Now you bringing in Piper Niven, Toni Storm, and Kaylee Ray. I mean, 3 of the top independent, I guess you could say foreign women wrestlers. I mean, they're 3 of the top, 3 of the best in doing it right now. I'm excited to know that they're going to be with WWE, but at the same time, I damn sure don't want them sitting up on the shelf like Pete Dunne and Tyler Bate and Trent Seven been doing what they did the UK tournament in January. This is September. For the last 8 months, them folks practically been sitting on the shelf with a couple appearances on NXT and 1 takeover match.
Right.
You got to do better than that.
Yeah, they do. I think it should be more active. Like I said, we always have said they should incorporate the UK title on NXT because NXT needs a secondary title.
Exactly.
But yeah, I mean, besides last week, they made an appearance in the last couple of weeks. They've been trying to ease them into the program a little bit more. So maybe this is something to kind of manipulate to sit there and say, okay, y'all gonna be seeing these faces a lot more, maybe on the network and possibly on the main roster. I don't know, but like yeah, when I saw the UK division, they actually kind of opened my eyes a little bit more. Like, damn, they finna have their own show or anything because we always hint to that, but definitely something to look forward to.
Right. I'm excited if it's done right. I just don't want them. I don't want to get excited right now, too excited, and then 8 months from now we right back where we were with Pete Dunne, and all the guys from the UK tournament.
Right. All right. Well, I got some. You want the good news or the bad news first?
Give me the bad news first.
Bad news is Nikki Bella is hoping to return soon in 2018 with her sister Brie Bella, hoping they can be a team once again like they were early in their career.
Yay. Yay.
I thought that would excite you. I mean, I see it in your face and hear it in your voice, man.
I know. I can barely keep it in.
But the good news, the Observer newsletter notes that Paige has already received full clearance to return. She's just getting back into ring shape now. The former women's champion has been out for a year, serving a neck surgery. Word is officials have a storyline already planned for her on the Smackdown brand.
Okay. I'll take it.
Yeah. I definitely love to have Paige with SmackDown. Give her, but other thing. Please.
Xavier's over there.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Xavier Woods there, so I mean, yeah. Woo.
I know. Maybe that'll kick up again. Well, or not.
He's married and got a kid now. Hopefully, though, man. Don't mess up a happy home.
Xavier's married and got a kid?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Remember that Talking Smack we was watching? He said, since they came back to SmackDown, he had a kid.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
That's right. Talking Smack. Rest in peace.
Yeah. But now we got guys talking smack. Just give the initial spotlight it deserves.
This is true because we started this whole thing.
Yep. Suck it. Anyway. That's all I got for news and rumors.
Okay. Cool.
So let's get down with the rundown. J.Fields, what happened on SmackDown Live this week?
Live from Oakland, California. Around the corner from the black hole. Shane McMahon returns from suspension to basically declare hell to pay for Kevin Owens for what he did to Vince McMahon the week prior, attacking Vince, sending him to the hospital, broken ribs, the headbutt, the super kick, the punches, the bullfrog splash, just all the hell that he put Vince McMahon through. He says that he's going to make him pay for that. We expected him to say that.
Of course.
Yeah. Following that, Aiden English is in the ring doing his weekly song about who he is, interrupted by Randy Orton. Aiden English and Randy Orton proceeds to have a match. Aiden English gets the upper hand on Randy Orton to kick the match off, kind of takes advantage early and is able to kind of control the match, the pace of the match, beating down on Randy Orton. But he goes up to the second rope and tries to jump off. RKO. Randy Orton wins.
Didn't see that coming.
Didn't see it coming at all. It was out of nowhere, some would say. Right. But then Rusev, out of nowhere, comes out and challenges Orton to a match in which Orton accepts. Rusev gets in the ring, tries to super kick Orton. Orton catches his foot, and then he turns back. He gets sent into the ropes and knocks Aiden English off the ropes as he's trying to get involved in this match, where he turns around to the actual super kick from Rusev. 1, 2, 3, real quick. Rusev defeats Randy Orton in a squash match, a quick squash match, probably like a 15-second match. And then he runs to the back in celebration. When they come back from the break, he's with Renee Young. He's celebrating, basically saying, I did it. I can go back to my country as the conquering hero. And then he starts this Rusev #1 chant, to which the crowd picks up and also chants along. Rusev #1. You heard that here. Following that, Jinder Mahal comes down to the ring and cuts a very, very he crosses the line, people, with the promo that he cuts on Nakamura. This one is a little more edgier. This is a little more pointed to Nakamura being of Japanese descent, basically making fun of his mannerisms and his facial expressions again as the Singh brothers laugh at him. And then following that, Nakamura's backstage, and he says that what Jinder did was funny, but it won't be funny when he takes the WWE title in the Hell in a Cell at the pay-per-view. Yeah. Next up, SmackDown United States champion, the phenomenal one, AJ Styles, comes down to the ring and cuts a promo basically saying that he couldn't believe what Kevin Owens, I don't know why he even had to mention that, but whatever. He talks about how he couldn't believe that Kevin Owens attacked Vince McMahon. The man is responsible for bringing him to the WWE, and that whatever he's going to do, he made a big mistake because he's going to have to pay hell to pay. Just trying to push Shane over. They needed AJ Styles to push Shane over. Get the hell out of here right now. Get out. Everybody, get out. Pack your shit. Get out. But AJ puts over the fact that Shane McMahon is going to do damage to Kevin Owens for what he did. And then he goes on to call Baron Corbin a cheap shot artist, the king of the shortcuts. And Baron Corbin comes down to accept the open challenge for the United States title, to which during the announcement, Baron Corbin attacks AJ from behind. And then Ty Dillinger runs down to the ring and clips Baron Corbin.
Yeah.
And injures his knee. And then he's able to fight him off. And then AJ locks in the calf crusher. The match never begins. It's a no contest, folks. No United States title match this week. Baron Corbin is writhing in pain on the ground after suffering the calf crusher and tapping out. Backstage, we come back. Baron Corbin is with Renee Young. And he's going off backstage saying that he's not going to cry and whine and bitch about it. He's going to get even. Moving on.
Oh, I do like the part when AJ was like, you call yourself the lone wolf, or you can huff and puff and try to blow the house that AJ Styles built down. That was kind of clever.
That was good. That was good. I liked it. I liked it. I said, I see what you did there.
Yeah.
I see what you did, AJ. Right. That's why you're the phenomenal one. Nevertheless, following that, Charlotte Flair returns, basically to thank all the fans for their continued support as she's been away, helping get the Nature Boy Ric Flair back to good enough health, get him to make sure that he makes a full recovery after his health scare a couple weeks ago. Then Natalya interrupts, and Charlotte says, I'm glad you actually came out here because I want a shot at the SmackDown Women's title, which leads to Becky Lynch, which leads to Tamina, which leads to Tamina with Lana.
Yes.
Interrupting. And Naomi interrupts, all declaring that they should be the one to get the shot at Natalya, which leads to SmackDown General Manager Daniel Bryan coming down to the ring and declaring that it'll be a fatal four-way in the main event between Charlotte, Naomi, Tamina with Lana, and Becky Lynch in the main event. Following that, The New Day, four-time tag team champions, 2-time SmackDown tag team champions, defeated the Hype Bros with the Usos on commentary. Nothing special about this one, folks.
Right.
Following that, Kevin Owens via satellite basically blamed Shane McMahon for everything that he did to Vince McMahon the week prior. We'll talk about that here in a moment. And then backstage, the Hype Bros are disgruntled with the fact that they're losers. But we already knew this. And they say that something has to change. Maybe we're going to get a Hype Bros heel turn. Maybe one of them are going to turn on the next one. Find out next week on SmackDown Live.
Okay.
Then, and even more entertainment, people, the most entertaining moment of the night, we get the show off Dolph Ziggler as Triple H, as Shawn Michaels, as Triple H and Shawn Michaels as a part of D-Generation X, and the same promo from last week. It blew me away.
Okay.
Blew me away. And in our main event, we got Charlotte Flair defeating Tamina, Becky Lynch, and Naomi to be declared the #1 contender for the SmackDown Women's title. And that, folks, was your extremely, I do this thing where I say like a really powerful word and then I put a really non-powerful word behind it. Shout out to Tay. It was an extremely, tremendously okay SmackDown live from Oakland, California.
All righty.
Oh, GTS.
It's time for our Smack Up, Smackdown, Smack in the Face. Kicks off with your boy this week. So, my Smack Up this week, and I'm reaching. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm reaching. But it was the main event. The main event 4-way between Charlotte, Becky Lynch, Tamina, and Naomi. Decent main event. I love that they gave the women a spotlight at the end of the show, which, SmackDown is known for, not really just focusing on the main title so many times, which is not their fault because the main title sucks right now. But the fact that the focal point is the women's championship on the end of the show. And, like I said, we got a decent match. We got Charlotte back in action for the first time. A lot of good spots. Everybody looked pretty fresh. Nobody looked too sloppy, not horrible, but everybody maintained themselves. Even the only person you have to worry about in their ring was Tamina. But she did fairly well. So I'm not gonna be too critical on her. But like I said, that was basically the highlight of the night for me. And like I said, I had to reach, but you'll see why I reached later on during the show. But I'm gonna keep it short sweet. Main event.
Okay. I thought about this. I thought about this as my Smack Up too. I'm not gonna lie, and I almost changed it. Like right there at the last minute. I almost raised my hand for the hot tag. I almost did, but then I was like, no, it was good. It was really good. Mm-hmm. But the one problem I have with it is the fact that these multiple people matches to declare #1 contenders. That's the only way we can do it now. If we don't do a battle royal, we gotta have a 4-way. Wait a minute, we gotta have a 5-way. Wait a minute, we gotta have a 6-pack challenge every time to declare a title. And that's the only way we declare #1 contenders for titles now. They do it on 205 Live every time they want to declare a new #1 contender.
Yep.
And it's just a regurgitation of the same thing over and over again. We just saw all these same women in the Money in the Bank. We just saw all these same women going for the SmackDown Women's title. The first time. And every time they've declared a #1 contender since then, they've done it the exact same way. The exact same way.
Yep.
There's never been a tournament. There's never been a 2 out of 3 falls match. There's never been any type of different style match or specialty match where, or beat the clock. I take a beat the clock now, and I hate those things.
Yeah, they ain't did one in a minute.
They ain't even had to beat the clock. I take one of those at this point because I don't want to see. Fatal 4-ways used to be the match that you used to look forward to because you got four deserving people that like, hey, like they all right there. But we barely even get Becky Lynch on TV. We barely even get Tamina on TV. You know what I'm saying? They barely get matches these days. So just to throw them out there, just for the sake of the fact, okay, we're gonna get all y'all involved this time, and then from here on, it's just gonna be about Charlotte and Natalya. That's kind of crazy to me,
right?
Because you use them to set up another one-on-one,
right?
Rather than use all of them and keep all of them important to where it can be multiple storylines going on, all for the same thing, which is being the champion or being the title or trying to earn the opportunity or whatever. You can't. Everybody's got to earn it right there in that moment. The only thing, like Daniel Bryan, Shane McMahon, Kurt Angle, the only thing they know to do is set a 4-way up, 5-way up, 6-way up. It's getting stale. It's getting stale.
That's exactly why I reach. You know what I'm saying? For that to be my smack up, because like I can tell you, when it all said and done, like, you know, you could have perfectly just brought Charlotte back. They could have been talking shit about each other's family and started a feud with that instead of using the other women as pawns, especially Becky Lynch. Not just saying especially Becky Lynch, but Naomi already had opportunities and everything. And Tamina, I mean, let's be honest, don't deserve opportunity right now. So, I mean, like, just put the focal point on Charlotte. Like, we already know that's where it's going to lead to anyway. And, like, just let that be the focal point. But, like, you're right. Like, I mean, it's Miller and Sterling touch base on this as well. Like, you know, jamming, I mean, multiple women matches or multiple people matches on either male or female. It's getting redundant. You know what I'm saying? They do it too many times. That's their go-to. Like, hey, they got to earn a check tonight. Just throw them in the 4-way. Even though they have no intentions of involving them in the storyline or letting them win, you know. But like I said, I try to keep it positive if I can, but like I just had to point out and highlight that match. Like I said, it was a good way to close the show. It didn't make me feel like I felt like the last couple of weeks, you know, for Smackdown. Like the last couple of weeks was kind of tough pill to swallow. It's not. But last week wasn't that bad because you know we got that famous headbutt and everything. But like I said, it's been kind of tough to finish SmackDown like with a positive note lately. So you know, it was good to have a good match at least. But like I said, the result was predictable as hell. You don't bring Charlotte back to lose. So I kind of saw the writing on the wall. So I mean,
it felt kind of rushed to me because I'm like, damn, she just walked back through the door.
Right, and like I said, you have to October, like you have weeks to prepare.
Yeah. Like I just kind of felt like I wouldn't have mind seeing the feud going into Hell in a Cell be Becky Lynch and Naomi.
Yeah.
I mean, we've never had them feud together. Let them take this spotlight right now to see who fights Natalya. Let them have a couple matches with each other leading up to Hell in a Cell to see which one of them can get the one-on-one. And hell, maybe let Becky win. Maybe let them end in a draw, and then you have a triple threat match. And that adds a whole different dynamic because the three of them in the ring together, we've never got that before.
Also, you got Carmella still sitting in the background.
Exactly. You still got James and Carmella. So, I mean, same thing. Same thing.
Anyway, what was your smack up this week?
My smack up this week was Kevin Owens promo.
Yeah.
I mean, wow. I mean, this guy, you know, there ain't many heels. There aren't many heels that are better than Kevin Owens right now. This dude is solid on the mic.
I agree.
Like, the fact that he was able to take that whole thing of what he did to Shane McMahon or what he did to Vince and flip it and blame Shane for it, saying, hey, I wouldn't even done this if it wasn't for you. Like, you pushed me to do this. You know, because of the fact that you constantly messing with me is the reason why I saw you when I was beating up your dad. I have respect for your dad. I respect him, you know, and it's because of you. Like, I just saw red and I just went crazy. And then the line at the end, I mean, like, what an exclamation point. Like, people like me don't go to hell. People like me go to heaven? Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Put it on the shirt. Put it on the shirt. Put it on. I'll buy it. I'll buy it.
How about that for $1?
Like, he dressed up and looking all sad and disappointed in himself. I mean, he sold the hell out of that.
Yeah, that was a good video.
And I mean, Shane McMahon didn't really have a good promo to me.
He didn't.
He didn't have a good promo to me. For him to kick off SmackDown it wasn't good to me. And I almost feel like that's the reason why they sent AJ out there to try to put it over even more.
Right.
Like, oh, well, that promo really didn't go over well. Shane, you really didn't make me feel like you was really going to unleash hell on Kevin Owens. AJ, go out there and just mention it in your promo. And then AJ had to go out there and say, Kevin Owens, are you in trouble now? You going to be in trouble now. Like, man, like, AJ, focus on your own thing, dude. Like he shouldn't even been the one to have to even get involved in it. You know what I'm saying? I didn't like that. You know what I'm saying? But Kevin Owens, though, solid. I mean, like, anything this dude is a part of, I mean, it's gonna be must see. I'm just gonna be honest about it. I mean, like, he's the one guy that they haven't messed up. Because when Finn Balor got hurt, he moved right into the Universal title. He moved from the Universe. I didn't like the fact that him having to lose to Goldberg.
No, nobody like that.
Nobody like that. But outside of those little issues, they've done right by Kevin Owens since the time that he came up and beat John Cena the first time. Coming up to the main roster, he's one of the few NXT guys that they have not, and if they did mess up with him, they didn't let it stay. It didn't stay bad. It instantly, they found a way to get him back on track. Yeah. Like Finn Balor, off track. Sami Zayn, off track. Bayley, off track. I mean, Bray Wyatt, we can go further back. I mean, there's plenty of NXT people that they have done poorly by and haven't been able to rebound and get them people back to the prominence that they were when they first brought them up. So that was my smack up. Kevin Owens, kudos on with the guy with the golden tongue. Hell of a promo.
I agree. Like you just pointed out, I mean, like the Shane McMahon opening wasn't even memorable. I think when it came on, I gave it a chance, and then like I literally like just said, let me go grab some out the refrigerator. Let me go see what else going on. I'll be back. I'm pretty sure if I miss something, they're gonna play it later on. And like they never did play it later on. So until you did the rundown, I was unaware how successful that promo got, but like I didn't hear anything good about it, so I figured it wasn't nothing worth talking about anyway.
Right. Okay. Good deal. All right, so let's take the turn. And this should be easy because
off the road.
Right off the road. We shouldn't even have to. We're really driving straight into it. We don't even think we really got to take a turn because there wasn't much else left.
Laying on the wheel.
Yeah, I mean, we just joyride right into the bad stuff. So with that, EJ, what was your Smackdown of this week?
Well, if you listen to last week's podcast, I'm gonna flip it and reverse it. That sounds like a Missy Elliott shit. Bang down, flipping and reverse. But anyway, my Smackdown of this week is no other than Mr. Baron Corbin. Hot tag. Oh yeah, hot tag. Okay, dude. Once again, I sound like I'm on repeat. You can listen to the last week. It was my smack in the face, but it's just the fact that once again we're building this United States title match between AJ and Baron Corbin when nobody wants this match. Number one. Number two, the fact of the matter is, it was already a title match, and we got the typical Baron Corbin cheap shot. And that annoyed me. It just annoys me. I don't know if I'm nitpicking so much, but like it annoys me when he sneaks attacks somebody. Like it's not even cool anymore. Like I used to think sneak attacks like, oh crap, I didn't see that coming. Like now it's just like, wait for it. Mm-hmm. I actually thought he was gonna attack AJ coming down the ramp.
Yeah.
Actually looking, I'm like, he's gonna come out of the crowd or something. Watch. Here comes. Never did happen. I said, oh, maybe took a night off. But then I said, okay. I got the feeling once he got in the ring, I said, before the match started. And it actually happened. I mean, I just this direction, like I said, that's why I eased it back to my SmackDown. This direction of his character and this program period is going horrible. And I hate that AJ's involved in this. The only positive I can see the outcome possibly in this is that maybe they'll incorporate Ty Dillinger into that match somehow, make it a triple threat, or something in that way. But also that Ty Dillinger is getting appearances every week now. I'm loving that. That's the only positive I can take out of that whole situation. But other than that, I mean, I'm done with this. United States title right now is beneath AJ Styles to me, and I don't like him being involved in this. Like, this is pretty much similar to how Finn Balor is being treated on Raw. Like, dude, you have no business just beefing with somebody for no apparent reason. You should be fighting for a title or fighting for IC title or fighting for the main title. You know what I'm saying? Universal title. Like, and I just feel like they're wasting a lot of good matches with AJ with this Baron Corbin shit. So I'm going ahead and hot tag on this. Video webcam. All right.
There we go. So I'm not gonna lie to you. Everything you said is 100% true. How can we be in this place right now? I mean, so they had Ty Dillinger jump Corbin this week.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like now I'm at a point now where I just want things to end. I just want things to just literally be over. Like, I don't even need a story anymore. Can we just completely hit the reset button on SmackDown?
Yes.
Please. Can we just hit the reset button? I don't need stories finished up. I don't need to get to the last page of these stories. Like, no, let's just start this thing over. Hit the reset button and let's start over. And Baron Corbin, AJ Styles, Ty Dillinger, that's one thing that I can say that needs to hit the reset button on. There's a couple other things. I'm pretty sure we're gonna touch on that in the smack in the face, but like, for this guy to go from squash matches in NXT, where every week he beating people in 11 seconds, and the crowd is counting along as he's beating these people like that. As soon as the bell ring, they start counting 1, 2, 3, 4, and then he go in the ring, hit his move, and that's it. He ain't saying nothing or whatever.
So cool.
Like, it was the best thing ever because, like, once again, like I said last week with that elbow that Kyrie Sane did, that was a move. That elbow is a move that I want to see.
Mm-hmm.
When I first saw End of Days, I wanted to see it every time he was in the ring. And I wanted to see who he could hit with it. Because it was just a cool damn move. But now, it's the lost his lure. I'm not interested anymore. I'm not interested in anything Baron Corbin. The new music change, the everything. He ain't the Money in the Bank no more. So the potential chance that he could have had to win people back over, he's lost that. And now he's just moving around for nothing. And my problem is that you got titles that you got people going for, and you got people that are better than the people that are going for the titles sitting in the back.
Mm-hmm.
How on planet Earth does Jason Jordan skip Finn Balor for the IC title? Or Jeff Hardy or Matt Hardy for the IC title? How does Baron Corbin skip Luke Harper or Ty Dillinger or Sami Zayn or Mike Bennett for the United States title, or Rusev for the United States title? How does he get the spot? And like, I feel like WWE needs to watch other wrestling. Like, you need to put the creative team in a dark room with a projector and say, okay, this is your on-the-job training. And you need to play ROH. You need to play New Japan. You need to play Progress. You need to play Rev Pro. You need to play, I mean, I'm not for certain, but hell, Global Force Wrestling / Impact Wrestling may have better storylines than WWE right now. And that's bad. That's bad. I'm not even watching Impact right now. But I'm almost for certain that their storylines, even though the way that their company is ran, their behind the scenes is all bad, their product in front of the camera is probably better than what we get from WWE, especially SmackDown week to week.
Yeah, exactly.
And it's bad. This dude is too big to be playing out the character that they've given him.
And you brought up, I mean, like, we already went down this road many times, but like, NXT Baron Corbin was so fucking cool, dude. Like,
yeah.
You brought me back when you did the countdown of the match. Like, I remember that. Like, that shit was so cool. Like, his move, he got the ring, don't say shit. And that shit was creepy. It was like Kane-ish. You know what I'm saying? Like, when Kane came in, he didn't talk. He just kicked ass and left. You know what I'm saying? And I felt that same way with Baron Corbin in NXT. Like, it was so cool. Like I said, you took me back down memory lane when they did the countdown and everything, because that shit was awesome. I look forward to like how long this match gonna be. You know what I'm saying? And like, and next thing you know, they put a microphone in his face, and it all started going downhill.
Austin Aries, when Austin Aries got there and he jumped Austin Aries from behind, that's when it all started. And then since then, he's been jumping everybody.
Yep.
He jumped Austin Aries and he's jumped literally everybody else in NXT from then on. And then he's jumped everybody else in WWE on the main roster. From when he came up to Raw and jumped Ziggler, it's been all bad. And every now and then we'll get a good match out of Corbin, but it's null and void when leading up to the match is all jump from behind, sneak attack. I could write better. I could write better storylines. I can write better television. There has to be something different that they can do with this guy.
That would look way better for somebody that's a smaller person.
Right.
Yeah. Anywho, time to get even deeper with this smacking shit. So, this week, in honor for my smack in the face, it goes to none other than the boy, the show off, Dolph Ziggler. Once again, as I opened up with the Smackdowner, I'm growing very, very, very tired of this shit. I've been tired of it, but like, you know, you getting the knife and you just twisting it, and constantly twisting it. Like this 10-minute segment of impersonation, like, it does nothing for me. Immediately when I hear his music, I get sad. I get depressed. I eagerly look for something else to take my mind off of it. And that's what I get when I get with Dolph Ziggler now. We know what it's leading it up to. It's going to be like, which I pointed out last week or the week before, or pretty much last week because that was my first week back, that it's leading up to a Bobby Roode versus Dolph Ziggler match, which we also pointed out there. Once again, Dolph Ziggler is trying to re-enhance the NXT talent, which they don't need any help. And like I said, his promos is annoying because he said, I don't care what you people think of me. I'm the best. Nobody can beat me in the ring. I'm the best damn performer. I mean, it would make sense if you backed it up, but you just been coming out there talking. Like, do a match, then cut a promo of something at least. You know what I'm saying? If anything, like, you haven't shown me anything. Like, this is supposed to be the new Dolph Ziggler. You haven't shown me anything, but you can impersonate people. Bravo. Kudos. But this is horrible. This is wasted. And this is another reason, like, SmackDown had a lot of snooze fest moments. And that was definitely one of them. And, like, I don't like to watch my shows or wrestling or shows, period, be able to tune out a certain part of it and looking forward to tune back in, trying to get something to reel me back in. Because, like I said, lately when I watch SmackDown, it's me watching something. Oh, that was pretty cool. Oh, that was all right. Oh, that shit sucked. Oh, that shit sucked. Okay, that was pretty cool. Oh, that was dope. Oh, that shit sucked. Like, I don't like being on this emotional roller coaster. Give me all my show good at once. Leave all the bullshit on the main event or Superstar. No offense. Make those shows good as well, but like, don't put it on the main. I mean, don't put it on SmackDown or Raw. Like, I don't like watching TV like that. I don't look forward to watching Game of Thrones to plug in another show and seeing a dull moment and sitting there saying like, well, I hope they actually draw me back in somehow. I'm not looking forward to the rest of the show. No, I want to look forward to the rest of the show, and Dolph Ziggler is that dry ass spot of SmackDown late. Him or Baron Corbin. So I'm gonna continue to swap them in and out on my Smack in the Face or SmackDowner every week until they change something. Unless something else worse happens. But that's all I got.
I don't like that either. And this is probably the worst one. This is the worst one. The first time he did it, when he came out with Bayley and, you know, imitating Bayley, you know, okay, cool. You know, when he came out with Naomi, I was like, okay, cool. He's been doing this for what, 3 weeks now?
Or if you want to count it when he teased us and saying next week we're going to get the new one.
Yeah. Well, really, that makes 5 then because he did that for 2 weeks. He teased for 2 weeks and then did the reveal on the 3rd week.
Awesome.
And it's the third week of this. I'm over it. There's nothing more. There's nothing more I want to see here. I don't. I just kind of want them to take him off TV and get that spot to Luke Harper. Just give it to Luke Harper. Just give it to him. Somebody that can go in the ring and actually wrestle. That I enjoy seeing wrestle. Not that I don't enjoy seeing Dolph wrestle, but now just go away. Please just go away.
Exactly.
Because and the thing about it is that if Dolph had input on this, or if this is just creative saying, oh, it'll be cool if you impersonate all the other people, you know, to lead up to a Bobby Roode match. And that's somebody like here's my thing, and I think I said this last week or the week before. Somebody actually in these creative meetings has to come up with this idea and pitch it. Hey, what if Dolph Ziggler impersonates all the rest of the WWE talent to lead up to a match with Bobby Roode? And I could not imagine sitting in a room with all these other creative people and hearing everybody say, oh my God, that's a great idea.
Genius, genius, genius.
I don't see that happening. I don't understand how this shit gets signed off on. I'm sitting here watching this stuff and my face was like depressed. I'm literally like depressed having to sit here and listen to this.
And exactly like you pointed out as well, but like I feel like Dolph is actually feeling this shit. Like I don't think he's not that good at. I mean, I'm not going to act like he's not good at his job, but I don't think he's that good to actually look that enthused and cut these promos. That's how I feel like he's too enthused of doing this and shitting on the crowd. Like I feel like he actually likes it. He thinks people are booing and not liking it because he's doing a good job. I said, no, it's just not fun. It's not. I wouldn't waste my time booing. I would actually sit there in my seat during the shit. Who was there live?
I wouldn't say nothing. I'd be on my phone or something. Like sending out an Instagram, taking a picture of me in my seat, concession stand, getting a drink, buying a t-shirt from the damn shop in the arena. Like, I mean, that's a snooze. That's a snooze moment. That's sleep fest right there. There's nothing entertaining about that. Dude been with the company over what, 9-10 years?
Mm-hmm.
This is the last thing we're gonna see from him before he leaves. I'm straight.
No thanks.
And then we mess around and get a CM Punk chant.
I heard that.
Like twice.
Now, if you really want to piss some people off, do that shit. But I mean, I digress.
I hope he doesn't.
I don't think they ballsy enough right now. I think they're still involved. I think Miller and them pointing out that they still got a lawsuit going on.
Yeah.
So they don't want to touch anything involving that shit. But nevertheless, we can get off this suppressed shit and see what depressed you even more or even less. So, J.Fields, what was your smack in the face this week?
My smack in the face this week, I don't even have the energy to even, as you probably noticed, I'm not even giving this dude any of the credit anymore. I'm not giving him any of that accolade that I would give him in weeks previous. My smack in the face this week is Jinder Mahal. And it's like, it's not like, it's almost, do you remember like last year, SummerSlam? Going into SummerSlam, Randy Orton cut that promo that it only takes one RKO to get the Viperville. And everybody was like, oh! And then the next damn night, or the next, like 2 nights later on SmackDown, he came out and said that shit all over again.
Yeah.
And we was like, oh, man, like, you messed it up. That's exactly what they're doing with all these storylines, because they're just a regurgitation from the thing from last week. Well, I already saw Jinder Mahal make fun of Nakamura's facial expression. I don't want to see it again this week. That's what hey, Jinder, go out and we're going to give you some different photos of Nakamura and make fun of those faces. And somebody in the back, somebody in the creative meeting early in the day said, oh my God, this is it. Ah, that's so entertaining.
They're going to eat it up.
They're going to eat it up. It's going to be the best thing ever. I wish I could be a fly on the wall. I don't even want to be a fly. I don't even want to be a fly on the wall. I want to be a human being in the creative team, in the creative meeting with these other people. I want to meet the WWE creative. I want to meet them. I want to meet them. And I just want to sit in on the meeting, and I just want to comment. I just want to provide commentary on what I feel like when people throw out these ideas. These dudes have a week from show to show. You give me 7 days to think of something different to keep the fans engaged, to keep them compelled with what's happening, and you go out the next week and give me the exact same thing you gave me the week before.
Identical.
Gender, you're gonna wear a different suit. Singh Brothers, you're gonna wear a different color shirt. But I want you to say the same thing you said last week, and they'll never know. They'll never know it's the same thing. Like, quit shitting on your fans, man. That's all I'm saying. Quit shitting on your fans. People spend their money. People dedicate their time. People are committed fans, and they want to be entertained. And just a quick side note, if you haven't seen it, nobody's going to Smackdown.
No.
Oakland was not there. Oakland was not in the building.
Yeah.
The non-TV side was completely chopped off.
Yeah, Road Dogg actually commented and said something about, September is a slow month for WWE because, NFL season started back and college football and other things. And, kind of pretty much, trying to save it, sitting there saying, like, that's the reason the ratings are down and everything. And said, no, y'all not putting on a presentable product right now. It's, like, very boring. So, yeah, a lot of people probably like, I'll be back around November when Survivor Series starts or something. Like, nobody's invested right now. You got to keep people locked in.
And the thing about it is, if you ain't got people now, with all these new shows getting ready to come out, football coming out, at the end of next month, NBA will be back. You're not going to be able to snatch them back in come November.
Nope.
Because, you look at it. You already giving away some of your WrestleMania level matches at the pay-per-view.
I got GTW, so hold it.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna pause there. I'm just gonna let it right there. They make it seem like the storylines are over, and then they pick them back up. I don't like it. Stop making me think that it's over, and then 2-3 weeks later, we back to it. Like, no, like either continue it, keep it continuous, or drop it. Why is Rusev challenging Randy Orton after he already had a match? It's supposed to be over. Why is Jinder Mahal and Nakamura still in this feud together? It's supposed to be over. I don't want it. And I got to sit through this for at least another 2 or 3 weeks. Man, I'm pissed.
Oh, yeah. Thank God, like you said, this fall shows about to start. Like
Gotham comes back on tonight.
Yes, sir. I got to record it.
I got mine recorded.
Yeah.
NXT, ROH, Progress, Rev Pro. I got a lot of catching up to do. WWE finna be get less and less of my time.
Remember earlier or a while back on Monday Night Raw, you were like, hey, put on that Call of Duty. Let's go.
803. You remember 803?
803.
803, I'd be asleep. 803 every Monday.
I ain't gonna let you see this time. I'm like, hey man, put in that Call of Duty. Let's go.
yeah, let's all get it in.
Yeah, but most definitely, man. Like, I need them to step it up because, like I said, yeah, I know it's Miller and you got itching for me to come over to the other side. And I'm getting closer and closer. Just sit there and say, let me go and pop in this Ring of Honor on my Fire Stick or see what's going on in New Japan or other. Like, I'm very, very close. Like, I almost did the other day. I said, I'd go ahead and watch NXT. Next thing I know, I started doing something else. I was this close to actually telling y'all to send me a link or something, but
yeah.
But yeah, I'm right there at the line. I'm peeking through the door. I ain't stepped in yet though.
It's almost like, you know how it be like when a dam is about to bust?
Yeah.
The water's about to break through?
Yeah.
That's where you at, brother.
Yeah.
That's where you are. One more drop of water.
Yeah.
And this thing is the floodgates going open.
Man, because y'all know how loyal I am, WWE, and like it's very. Like, and then I got a son too, so most of the time I be like, man, y'all ain't talking about shit. Let me see what he talking about. And he boring as hell right now because he only like 3 weeks old. So, like, if I want, I'm just being real about it. I love you, dude, but yeah, he's not entertaining me right now.
You ain't fun, bro.
Yeah, he no fun. But yeah, I'm almost there, man. But that would do it for our review. So let's go to these near falls. No smack up near falls for me. Do you have any?
I do.
Okay. Maybe you'll bring me back in.
Aiden English looked damn good last night.
Okay, I'll take that back. I remember that. Yeah, he was pretty good.
Aiden English looked good. And I mean, we didn't get a lot of wrestling. We didn't get a lot of good wrestling.
The drop kick.
He got a damn good drop kick. I mean, he looked the aggression, everything that he added in. I mean, like he looked good. I mean, like I'm starting to reach for my wallet. I ain't buying it yet.
Yeah.
Because I know WWE. I just know him. We knew he was good in the Vaudevillains. So it's not a matter of us thinking that he didn't have it. But him in this singles, like, okay, I can see that. But at the same time, we know what WWE's tendencies are with heels like him. Just like we know what WWE's tendencies are with faces like Sammy and Ty. So.
Yeah. My near fall will happen to be, what was it? I can't remember. Damn, I had it. I just forgot it because you threw me off with the smack up. I thought it was gonna be negative the whole time. I don't know, man. I ain't gonna even try to reach too hard for it, but like I didn't enjoy the show, to be honest.
Yeah.
Main event.
So and you said that you didn't enjoy Dolph Ziggler, right?
Oh, I absolutely love that. Absolutely, yeah. Favorite part of the show. Yeah. But yeah, I don't know, man. I just really need them to pick it up, especially if we have to watch it and review it. Like, I mean, it's fun reviewing it because, like, I love talking good about it. I love talking shit about it. I love speaking my mind about what I'm watching, what I'm viewing. So, like I said, it's either give or take either week, But I definitely enjoy probably the most when some things happen unexpectedly or something happens good or positive about the show. And like, I haven't got that in a while, so step it up.
Yeah.
But if that's all, we can jump into this GTW.
Let's do it.
All right. My question, and need your reply or comments, is about title matches on Raw, Smackdown, etc. Lately, which you already know, or you say like for the last couple of years, we've been getting a title match probably at least once every week or two. Either whether it's the Universal title, whether it's the WWE title, whether it's the IC or USA, United States title, or whether it's the tag titles on both brands, or whether it's the women's title on both brands. Like, we've been getting title matches on Raw and SmackDown a lot. And my question is to you, after this comment I make about it, do you feel that they should take title matches away from the main rosters or from Raw and SmackDown and save them for the pay-per-view? My reason for saying that is because you can take, for instance, how the women's titles or the tag titles are right now. So many tag title matches are happening on Raw and SmackDown that when it happens at a pay-per-view, we don't get a good result, or we get pretty much the similar match that we had the following week once the rematch is reinstated or anything. Or like if they lose the pay-per-view, the next night we get a title rematch. It's like, used to be when you get a title match, it was a big deal. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
People, like you brought up once again, like we had tournaments, you had battle royals, you had number one contender matches. Like, these things meant something to the big payoff, which was the pay-per-view. Now all of a sudden, you wake up on Monday morning, all of a sudden, the IC champion, The Miz, will defend the title against Jeff Hardy out of nowhere. Like, things just don't even lead up to that. It's just something to fill a void. You know what I'm saying? And like, I used to like the fact, like you was bringing up, like, we're getting title matches every week, and we're getting pay-per-view quality matches on Monday Night Raw, and I feel like they're giving away things that should be building. Pay-per-view should be your payoff. I understand it's $10 now. At the same time, Raw and SmackDown are free. So at the same time, like, I'd rather pay $10 for a great match than watch a free one and it be shitty. You know what I'm saying? So do you feel like they have too many title matches on Raw and SmackDown?
I do. And part of the reason why I feel that way just goes back to the reason that I just stated. This is not a matter of this is a matter of creative. there is no creativity or very little creativity with the people that are deciding and determining how this thing is going to go. I mean, you got way too many talented wrestlers to where you have to invest all this time on title matches. We've seen the New Day and the Usos in the last 3 months. We've seen that match way too many times. Mm-hmm. Each match is good, don't get me wrong. Each match is great. It's magic every time. But it's already starting to lose its thunder because we've seen it so many times. Mm-hmm. And now that we're going to see it again, we know, oh, at Hell in a Cell, it's going to be a really good match. It's going to be entertaining as hell. It's going to be good. But we already seen it. So it's not like we're not going into it like, man, I can't wait for this match. And WWE just doesn't have that, ooh, I can't wait. Explain to me why Nia Jax hasn't had a one-on-one title match yet. But she's always in these 4-ways, triple threats, 5-ways, 6-way matches. She needs a one-on-one match. And they never give it to her. Alexa Bliss has won, what? 1 title. She's won 3 titles already. She's 3-time champion. 4-time champion. You're right.
2-time Raw,
2-time Raw, 2-time SmackDown. You're right. She's 4-time champion. And she's won that title. She just won her last title on TV. Charlotte and Sasha trading victories on Raw and pay-per-views. No excitement. No excitement. And they're frequent. The thing about it is, if it wasn't so frequent, think about when Mick Foley won the title the first time from Triple H. From Raw. It was so over. So over. When Miz cashed in on Raw. That was big. When CM Punk cashed in on Edge the first time on Raw. That was huge.
Daniel Bryan.
Even
though that was a pay-per-view, but like, yeah, I know what you're still saying though, the big payoff.
Those are those payoffs. Like, that's what you want.
You can even think about the most recent one when Kevin Owens won the Universal title. That was a big moment when Triple H turned on Seth Rollins. That was huge.
Yeah, and it happened on Raw. Mm-hmm. And didn't see it coming. And you had a really good match to go along with it. You thought it was going to go one way, and it didn't. But we've had a new Cruiserweight champion for nothing. Mm-hmm. What did that title reign do for Cesaro? What did he do?
Lost it in 7 days.
Because all they did was they said, oh, Neville had a hiccup. He had a hiccup that night against Cesaro. You let this dude have his long reign for him to lose to Cesaro. And now Enzo Amore is the next challenger. It makes no sense. The Miz been the Intercontinental Champion ever since he took it from Dean. Okay, but now you setting me up for a Jason Jordan title reign over Finn Balor?
Over a slew of people on Raw.
Yeah. I don't get it. United States title then changed hands 3 times at least, maybe more than that. I'm just calling a number, but it went from Jericho to Owens, back to Jericho, back to Owens, to AJ, back to Owens, back to AJ. For real? And this is all in the course of since WrestleMania.
Yep.
This is since WrestleMania.
You say that
WrestleMania was in April.
You said that about the tag titles too. Usos was champion at WrestleMania.
Yeah. I mean, I don't get it. I don't. I mean, I don't understand why title matches are the only go-tos now. Instead of just going out putting on really good matches. And you don't always have to change the titles to have a good match.
No.
I just feel like they need to go back to the drawing board and figure out how to book wrestling. I don't feel like they know how to book wrestling. It's almost like they just on the fly just making these on-the-fly decisions. It don't seem like anything is long-term, anything is well thought out. Like tonight, we're gonna go out here and do this ref bump to get the title off of this person, but then next we're gonna give it right back to him.
Right.
I don't want to see the same regurgitated storyline. It's like every time it's like, oh, we got to do it again. And like the first time they did it, it wasn't even that good, but we got to do it again. Same thing with the Money in the Bank, the women's Money in the Bank. We just had a really dope Money in the Bank women's ladder match for the first time, and then you go right out a week and a half, 2 weeks later, and give it right back to us again.
Yep.
Now I'm not excited to see it again. I'm not worried about next year now. I'm not excited to see it again now.
You're right. And like I said, you know, you get your controversial endings a lot of times on SmackDown or Raw. But, like, it's been, like, every now and then, like, last week, it ended in a way like, damn, what's going to happen next week? The next week, you know what I'm saying, it came about, and, you know, we opened up a shame this week, unfortunately. But, like, you kind of killed that steam. And like I said, you said, like, the creative need to find a way to keep pulling people in instead of, like, pulling them in and then letting go of the rope. Say, oh, I got to climb back up again. Because, like, basically, you know, the whole thing that, you know, initiated this whole argument, because I was listening to RBU this morning, and they was talking about, you know, titles and, you know, pay-per-view matches and everything. And, like, I'm like, they started talking about, you know, the champion, sometimes the championship makes the wrestler, makes the champion. You know,
right.
Sometimes the champion makes the championship. And, like, you know, they started bringing up examples like people used to want that belt, like, you know, regardless. Like, the focal point was like, I want to be champion. John Cena puts emphasis when he's a champion, he comes out there and talks about him being the champion. You know what I'm saying? And so many other people want to be in that place. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
The thing I had more problem with is the fact that, like, you know, we get these open challenges and everything, and, like, it's all good. I love the open challenges. It was good. It was good quality wrestling every week. At the same time, it's like you are giving away too much, too fast, and too many times. Like, I don't want to see the same, just like you said, Usos and New Day. Yeah, it's going to be a great match, but, like, we've seen it before. We keep seeing it. And, like, one time, it's going to come a time where you ain't going to be able to top what you did before. And, like, we're going to be like, that's going to be the time we say they shouldn't have had this match. Or that's going to be the time they did it too much. You know what I'm saying? Like, but, like, the title matches that happen every week and the title switches, like, it kind of kills the anticipation and the surprise factor when I watch wrestling now. I want to look at my TV shows and not just talk about wrestling, TV shows, and not knowing what's going to happen and want to be curious of what's happening next week. If you're giving me a title match, I can't get excited if, like, all of a sudden somebody gets a title match because, like, out of nowhere, because, like, it doesn't even add up, or it happens too many times.
Yeah. I mean, if you think about it, every feud that they've started over the last year and a half has gone exactly like what you're describing. Miz and Dolph. Dean and Miz. I mean, it's just been the same thing over and over again. Now we're at the New Day and the Usos over and over again. I mean, it was Enzo and Gallows and Anderson. Like, it's just been just the same old dead horse over and over again. We're gonna beat this dead horse. Now we're stuck in the Jinder and Nakamura feud. It's the same thing. Right before that, it was Jinder and Orton. Oh my God! Like, no freshness. It's all still.
Yeah, and we gotta sit through it for months. You know, like, knowing that they not gonna jump to another storyline immediately. So we gotta be like, this program got going for 3 months. Let me see what else going on. Like, we gotta find something to be invested in. I hate it.
Yeah, and, like, NXT don't do that to us. And none of the other promotions that I continuously plug on this show do that. They don't do it. I mean, okay, yeah, you're gonna get your Oscar and your Ember Moon, but in the meantime, you're gonna get Ember Moon and Ruby Riott. In the meantime, you might get Ember Moon and Peyton Royce. Still entertaining, still good matches in leading up to the big match.
Right.
We got Roderick Strong and Bobby Roode leading up to TakeOver. We got Roderick Strong versus Drew McIntyre leading up to TakeOver. I mean, that's good stuff. We got Heavy Machinery They found a spot for Heavy Machinery to go against AOP leading up to TakeOver to go against Sanity. Before we got Hideo and Aleister Black, we got Hideo and Cassius Ohno.
Mm-hmm.
We got Bobby Fish and Kyle O'Reilly against Aleister Black. That's how you keep somebody interested in the product. That's how you keep them locked in.
You can also point out that it's not title matches every freaking week either.
No, it's not. And ain't no title changes.
Right.
I can't remember the last title change on NXT TV.
Right.
I don't remember the last time a title moved on NXT TV. I really can't remember. I don't think it's been one.
I don't think it has either.
I think all of the title changes has come at TakeOver.
And like I said, it builds the anticipation, like at TakeOver, anything. And like, just like you said, you can have a dope-ass match and the titles don't have to change. And that happens at TakeOver a lot. Like sometimes it'd be like, Oscar gonna lose his belt tonight, or Bobby Roode losing tonight, and they don't. But the match was so dope, like, who cares?
Right. And then they willing to try things like you had Samoa Joe beat Finn Balor for the first time at a house show. And even though none of us actually saw it until they played the little tape back, that was huge.
Mm-hmm.
You damn right I'm gonna be on the network Wednesday night to see what happened. I read that come across my phone in a notification. Yeah, I'm watching NXT Wednesday night because I need to see this.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? That's how you keep the product fresh. That's how you do it. And WWE's just forgotten how to keep the main roster fresh. They got like Vince see somebody, he like, oh, I want him up here on the main roster. I want her up on the main roster. And you get them, and then you hand them off to these poor excuses for creative writers. And we left with what we have. Why did you bring Bayley back? Why did you bring Bayley back? Oh, we're in San Jose. That's her hometown.
Right.
Let's bring her back. And now this match becomes a 5-way for no reason whatsoever.
Out of nowhere. Yeah, exactly.
Just because we're in her hometown, we got to bring her back. Them fans would have been all right not cheering for Bayley. And even if they did bring Bayley back, Bayley shouldn't be in that damn match Sunday. Nope. They could have waited. They could have waited till the night after Raw to get her back involved in the storyline. Hell, she could have been on commentary. Hell, she could have came out and interfered in the match, but she didn't have to be in it. But right. WWE logic, though.
That's what I said. I mean, once again, NXT gets it, WWE don't. And that's why Triple H, you get the applause every week, man, because like you put on a great product. And for some reason, your father-in-law can't get the picture. Like, why do people like what is going on NXT so much more than they like interested in what's going on SmackDown or Raw? Because it's it's what wrestling we grew up watching, you know, not knowing what to expect every week, not seeing the outcome every week, not knowing that, oh, this match is going to end on a ref bump, like you say, or a roll up, and they're going to get a rematch next week, or it's going to lead up to a pay-per-view. I never know where NXT is going a lot of times. Sometimes I can, you know, make my predictions, and sometimes I'm right, but a lot of times, like, my predictions, if I'm right, I'm happy that I'm right. Like, oh, that's what I wanted anyway. It's not like I make a prediction, oh, we can get this match. You know what I'm saying? Like, I like to feel that way watching wrestling. Like, I get that feeling watching NXT every week. I just want it for my Monday and Tuesdays. It's not too much to ask for.
And I mean, you think about it. They gave us Wolfgang and Pete Dunne last week.
Mm-hmm.
It was a great match.
Great match.
Great match.
Great ending, too.
And then, I know, and then a great, unexpected, didn't see it coming, ending. Like, I can't wait to watch it this week.
Mm-hmm.
And the week after that. That's how I should want to feel watching Raw and SmackDown every week. I should get that same feeling. But as I've said many times, I've come to the conclusion WWE's just not for me.
I got you.
They didn't make it for me.
Oh, well. Well, that would do it for our GTW segment. Did you enjoy that conversation?
I did. That was a good one.
Thank you, sir. So next week, I'll give you the honors of coming up with a topic to talk about.
Good deal. Good deal.
And that was a pretty successful this is our first via webcam podcast we ever did.
Yeah.
Pretty successful.
Yeah, you got some good internet there, sir.
All right, thank you. You have some good internet as well. Didn't break up on me.
Yeah. Yeah, we didn't get any glitches.
So, like I said, the microphone picking it up. I mean, I know I'm being real technical. People don't care about with the microphone picking up another shit. But anyway, that will do it for the show. Check out 1515 now for other podcasts such as GTS, of course, RBU, Equal Opposites, Studio Flow, Lace Them Up, The Rundown, MWT, and Mac and D Talk TV. Just click on the Amazon link to support the site. Buy some shit. Once again, the boy needs some diapers. Help a boy out. Anything. They got a little 6-pack. Even though they ain't gonna do shit for me, we go through that in like an hour. But anyway, just help the boy out. That's all I ask. But if not, click on that shit. Buy shit for J.Fields. Buy some for Sturl. Buy some for Ismella or somebody else on the 1515 app. Anyway, check out GTS on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. I think I already said that. Did I say that?
I believe you did. No, you did.
Okay. Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and I'm missing one. YouTube. Okay. And that will do it for the show. Until next week, this is your boy, Easy the King.
It's your guy, J.Fields.
And we are out this bitch. Holla.